What's up guys, Sleepz here with another FIFA Talk video, and today I wanted to talk about FUT Champions. Now let me start off by saying this. I think that FUT Champions has one great thing going for it, and that is that for the first time in FIFA, you can genuinely have a good club just by playing the game. In FIFA's past, if you played from the time that Ultimate Team first began, you could not have a club full of great players just by playing the game. You either had to have a lot of money and spend it on FIFA points, or you had to be an excellent trader. If you were neither of those, there was no way you would have a club full of the best players just by playing the game. That just wouldn't happen. Now with the introduction of FUT Champions, you can actually only play the game and still have yourself a very, very nice club. Now with that being said, I'm going to get to one of my main issues with FUT Champions, and that is that there is simply too many games to play in too little time. So you guys know that we actually have to play 40 matches within a 3-day span. Now to put it in perspective to you guys, I play Monday through Thursday about 15 to 20 matches of FIFA in a 4-day span. Now, to play FUT Champions, I have to literally double the amount of matches I play in one less day. That for me is just an overwhelming task. I think 40 matches is just far too much to play in just those 3 days. And now let me break down exactly how much FIFA you would have to play if you were to play FUT Champs from the beginning of FIFA till the very end. So I'm going to start off like this. There are going to be about 47 weekends of FUT Champions through the entirety of FIFA 18. There was no FUT Champions the first weekend, and I don't think there will be a FUT Champions for the last month. So there are 52 weeks in a year. I have taken off 5 of those weeks, and we are now left with 47 weekends. Now in those 47 weekends, we are playing those 3 days. So if we break that down, 47 times 3 leaves us at 141 days of FUT Champions. Now for those 47 weekends of FIFA, we're going to be expected to play 40 matches each weekend. So if you do 47 times 40, that puts us at 1,880 games of FIFA. To break that down even further, I would say the average game of FIFA is somewhere around 18 minutes. You can have some games that end quickly that you finish in maybe 15 minutes, and some games might last a little bit longer if you go to extra time and penalties. They can actually exceed 20 minutes sometimes, so I've just chosen a number in between. Let's say the average match of FIFA takes about 18 minutes. So now let's multiply 18 minutes times the 1,880 games of FIFA we actually have to play. And if you do that math, you're looking at 33,840 minutes of FIFA. Or if you want to break that down to hours, it's 564 hours of FIFA. Guys, that is an insane amount of FIFA. I know for me personally, it is way, way, way too much, especially given us that small time constraint, only 3 days each weekend. It just becomes a stressful weekend. Think about it. Do you guys actually have fun playing Weekend League? When Monday comes around and the Weekend League is behind you, are you sitting there thinking, wow, I had a lot of fun this weekend. Yeah, that was really good. I can't wait for next weekend. No, what you're thinking is that you're so thankful that that is over and you really don't want the next weekend to come. At least that's how I'm feeling about it. Because of the time constraint that we have, it just makes the weekend so much less enjoyable. Yes, I want to play for these rewards. Yes, I want to compete in FUT Champions. But with this time constraint, it just makes it so much less enjoyable. So how can we fix this? How can we make FUT Champions more enjoyable? And honestly, guys, I think the solution is so simple. Simply give us one more day to play, EA. Just give us that Monday. Give us Friday through Monday to play the games, and it would be so much less stressful. I think a few weeks ago, there was issues with the server, so we were granted an extra day because of those issues. That was the best Weekend League ever. We had 4 days to play, and we could pace ourselves so much better. It was just every day you could play 10 matches, 10 matches, 10 matches, 10 matches. It was just much better. The pacing was extremely smooth, and there was no stress. There was much less stress, and it made the Weekend League so much more enjoyable. Why can't we have that on a permanent basis? I don't understand why we are forced to cram these 40 matches within 3 days. It's just the time constraint to me is just a bit ridiculous. I don't see the issue with having 4-day weekends to compete in the Weekend League, and I think that's definitely how we can solve this going forward. Now moving on to another issue I have with the game, and that is with rewards. Now here I'm talking more about monthly rewards rather than weekly, because I think that once you grind out those 160 matches that you're cramming into that month, you should be rewarded for your efforts depending on where you place. Think about this, guys. FUT Champions is a competitive setting. We understand that. We understand we're playing a competitive game mode. EA have created this competitive game mode for us. Yet, the rewards are handed out randomly. To put it in perspective for you guys, think about how I felt when I placed Elite 3 after playing those 160 matches, and this is what I got. Rui Patricio, you think I played 160 matches of FIFA because I wanted Rui Patricio? And then I go and I scroll through Twitter and I see all these people placing Gold 2, Gold 1, Gold 3, Silvers maybe even, and they're pulling players better than me. Guys, that makes no sense. Think about it this way. Let's use a race as an analogy. Let's say we have 3 people who are racing, okay? And then we get to the finish, we get to the award ceremony, and then they're all standing on the pedestal waiting to receive their trophies, and the guy in first place gets the smallest trophy, meanwhile the guy in third gets the biggest one. That makes no sense at all. That's not how rewards should be dished out. Now don't get me wrong guys, I'm not saying if you place lower, you should get bad rewards. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that's another good thing about FUT Champions is that even if you place lower, you have a chance of getting some of the best cards in the game. However, what I do think needs to change is that if you place higher, there should be some sort of security blanket, some sort of guarantee, something that you know that your time is not being wasted playing all those matches all month. Okay guys, so I think I have a solution that may cover all bases here. So I think the higher that you place, you should be guaranteed a player of a certain rating or higher. I'll use myself as an example. I placed Elite 3 last month. So if you place Elite 3, maybe you're guaranteed to get at least one player in that pack that is 86 or higher, or maybe 87 or higher. If you place an Elite 2, then maybe you get an 87 or an 88 or higher, guaranteed. Elite 1, even higher, so on and so forth. If you make it in the top 100, certainly you deserve the 90 pluses at that point. I mean, you grinded out a whole month and you absolutely smashed it with your amazing records. I think you should be rewarded for that. Another solution I came up with is, wouldn't it be nice if you could just choose who you get in your monthly reward? Now, I think that this should be tacked on top of you also getting your pack with the random informs in it. But I think if you place, like, let's say, for example, let's say you placed Gold 1. Maybe if you place Gold 1, you can choose one inform from the 85 overall rating, and you can just get to choose one of the players that were 85 overall in the entire month, and that's the player that you get along with a pack full of random players so that you still have a chance at getting some of the better guys. And that way the ones who place lower, Gold 2 and Silver and that, still have a chance of getting elite players, but at least the higher you place, you're guaranteed to get at least somebody you want. That way your 160 matches isn't a complete waste. Let's say you place Elite 3, you get an 86, Elite 2, you get an 87, and so on and so forth. That way your time isn't wasted and you can actually get players that you want. I think if EA were to make one of these changes to monthly rewards, it would be beneficial to us. I mean, we put so much time into this game. We play 160 matches, and it'd just be nice if some of the reward was in our hands instead of just some RNG nonsense that's calculated by some algorithm that we don't even get to see. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on FUT Champions and what I think needs some improvement. Make sure to share this video with your friends. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think FUT Champs Rewards needs a revamp? Do you guys think we need more time? Let me know what your guys' thoughts on FUT Champs is in the comments. Make sure to leave a like if you did like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.